Summoned to another world for a second time. Such an interesting title, but that is the premise actually behind this anime. I really wanted to look into this one and kind of review it as it goes on because it actually is a very interesting premise. We've seen all kinds of different isekai out there. We try to find out, all right, what makes this isekai different from another isekai, because, you know, the genre is played out to death, but it's still strong, living strong, and still going well. As long as it has a good premise and has some idea around it, it's like, oh, that's different. So this one, unlike the others, hey, this guy, the main character's already been to this world before and already found peace, but he's been called back and must find peace again. So as far as for the first episode here, honestly, it seems very promising. I'll admit. I checked out the first episode, and honestly, I'm looking forward to the rest of the season to see what else could happen. Now, our main character, Yuki, he gets called to this other world along with his classmates. Like, a whole class gets summoned. He gets happy. He's like, oh, snap. And he starts looking around the environment. He's like, oh, snap, let's go. And come to find out, yep, it's the same world. He finds people he's met before, ends up reuniting with people that used to be in his party back in the old days where he used to dungeon crawl. Now, come to find out, one, he looks different. Apparently, when he came back to the real world, he came back to the real world as a baby and grew up again. He's in high school, I assume again, and this time he looks different than he did before. But a leopard can't change its spots. He's still gonna act the same way, even though he may look different. And once everyone realizes, oh my lord, it's you. And he's like, yep, I'm back. And honestly, there was some nostalgia, some, funny moments. The fact that he's reuniting with some people that was in his party the first go around. Apparently in the Isekai world, it's only been 5 years as far as the difference. So he, in the real world, had to regrow up. But in the Isekai world, it's 5 years. So he's like, okay, 5 years, all right. This episode was mainly him kind of reuniting with some people, kind of getting into mischief that apparently he's gotten to before. There was backstory of when he was the first go around. Apparently he fought the final boss at the castle and they had a big explosion, and right after the explosion, he returned back to the real world. And I guess his party members didn't know if he had died or that he just disappeared, so they didn't know what happened to him. But come to find out, he's like, I'm back, I'm alive, can't keep me dead, And so they're like, oh, so great to have you back. Now, he did keep it a secret from the king as that he's back. He only really told his teammates that he had previously. Now, honestly, I think that it was pretty smart of him not to just announce it to the world. Hey, everyone, I'm back. It's me, the savior that you had previously. I'm here again, just different looking. Because honestly, just hearing things out, the king sounded pretty shady. They're wanting to go to war with the demons. Apparently, our main character tried to fight with the demons and try to bring peace with the demons, and supposedly there was peace, but it's not lasting right now. That they're starting to attack, the demons are starting to attack them, and the king's like, I want to go to war. But then people are like, wait, hold on, we don't really know, we sent an envoy, let's hear from them. But the kings and most of his knights and stuff are like, let's go to war. So our main character is trying to set off to stop the war from coming. And that's really the premise of this first episode. It does seem promising. I will say I am looking forward to more episodes of this to see one backstory. They're gonna have to fill us in on what happened the first go around when he was isekai. How did that happen? Did he die in the real world? Did he get summoned like his classmates did? Like, there's a lot of different premise and a lot of different things they can actually bring to this anime. They can show a lot what happened the first go around. They showed a little bit the final battle. They were talking about whether or not is the bad guy from the final battle back again, and that's why there's trouble again. So they're trying to find information out. If this was a gold mine, there's a lot to dig through here. And there's a lot of veins that we can get some information and nuggets of gold out of. So I think this is a good premise, as long as they don't drop the ball and just make this all of a sudden boring. I don't see how they could, but there's a possibility. We'll see, we'll see. There seems to be a lot of different species that he's going to go through. I saw cat girls, I saw demon girls, so it's probably like succubi, and all, you know, I saw scalies, I saw all kinds of different stuff. So we shall see how this turns out. Does this rise to the challenge, rise up to how well there's a possibility it could be? Like I think it has the possibility to be really, really good, but we shall see if they drop the ball or they rise to the occasion. But aside from that fact, you guys take care, have a good one. I will see you next time, but make sure you like and subscribe for more reviews on this anime and several others. Take care, bye-bye for now. Make sure to check out the extra content on our Patreon page, and thanks to our current patrons.
This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon.